eBay, Pokemon, and scamming. They all go hand in hand, and to be honest, it's not really a fair assumption is that when you're going to buy something off a website and in the back of your head you're thinking, hey, is this actually going to get scammed? I'm now going to get the product that I want. Is the product fake? And in fairness to eBay, they have tried to implement tons of stuff to try to stop scamming. However, they keep failing, and one of the biggest problems itself is actually eBay. So a couple of months ago, I ended up buying this Pokemon product of a seller who had a ton of sales and a ton of positive feedback. I think it was like 98, 99%, and everything looked legit. Everything looked perfect. And in fairness, I think the sale would have actually turned out pretty damn good. However, the seller got pretty greedy. Here is the product. Now, if you're a member of my channel, you might have remembered a couple of months ago, I actually put out a members post saying, hey, look, I actually bought this product. It's going to be super fun to open on stream as a little sneak peek for my members. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. If you want to be a member, be a member. But hey, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't liked the video, please like the video. I greatly appreciate it. But anyways, we're getting into this. So this is what I bought, is a new sealed Neo 2 premium file folder. It has the reverse Charizard, it has the Umbreon, Espeon, all old Neo stuff. And like, to be honest, I think this was a fantastic investment. I think like I wanted to do a video separately when this came out because this is so good. Like you can get the cards from this super fresh and get them graded, and they come back and then same price in PSA 10. So I was really hyped to get this. I bought it on July the 14th. It cost me £145, so in around maybe 180 US dollars ish. Now this says dispatched July 21st. However, this is an email that I sent to the owner of a shop in Northern Ireland, which is Northern Card Gaming. Shout out to those guys, because without this, I would have been in trouble for a long time. They helped clear up the whole situation. So they are a TCG shop in Northern Ireland. Now the package I bought comes from the UK. So what these guys have done is, because they're in Northern Ireland and I'm in Ireland, and there's free travel between Northern Ireland and Ireland, you can just go through the border. I'm going to say border, there's no border, but you can just drive on through. You don't pay any customs, you don't pay anything, even though Northern Ireland is still part of Great Britain. However, if I was to buy from England to Ireland, I would have to pay customs on it. It's really stupid. It doesn't make any sense. So what Adam and Northern Card Gaming done is set up is that you can send your package from England to Northern Ireland, and they send it to Northern Ireland to Ireland, and there's no customs. So I was receiving the email. I'm just inquiring. I wrote this on the 27th of July. I said, just inquiring about an order I placed on the 18th of July. Now this is an order I placed with Adam. It was mail TCG forwarding. I bought the item off eBay, and they said it dispatched on the 15th of July. And then we go back over here, dispatched July 21st. Now I was in contact about them. I'll show some of the messages later on. I can't find some of the other messages, but I was in contact with these guys being like, hey, when did you dispatch this? Yada, yada, yada. And then they told me, oh, they dispatched on July 15th. It should have been there already. So that's why I went to Adam and talked to Adam. And he was like, yeah, no, nothing. They haven't received anything. They asked me then, Adam, to send, do I have any track information? Did I have anything? And I didn't. So I went back to the seller, this guy right here, and I asked him, I was like, hey, can you provide me tracking number for this package? He went, yeah, no worries. And then he updated the tracking details with this number right here, okay? And when they updated this, it actually comes around and says dispatched July 21st. So firstly, he didn't dispatch it on July 15th. According to this, with this tracking number, it says July 21st. But when I entered this tracking number into the postal service, this is what it brought up. It says pending. We tried to deliver this on the 21st of the 7th. As the address was inaccessible, we will attempt to deliver your item again on the next working day. So then we went back to Adam. I was like, hey, look, Adam, here's the tracking number, yada, yada, yada. Like, do you know anything about this? It says it was trying to be delivered. I showed him all of the emails and everything and the screenshots. And he was like, nah, I would have been here Thursday. Definitely wasn't tried delivered. And I've used this TCG mail forwarding system a good few times in the past. Like, it's always came through to me, so I know Adam is always legit. And he was like, yeah, no, nothing, like, didn't get anything. But Adam went out of his way then. He was like, hold on, let me actually go down to the post office and let me see what's going on. So shout out to Adam, he absolutely did. And then Adam got back to me and said, so just had an update on this item. was sent back to the sender. Apparently the package did not have Northern Card Gaming on it, so that's actually on the address, the actual title, so it didn't have that. It was returned as the postman assumed it was the apartments above the store. You will need to contact the seller to get a redelivery. That one, alright, well, fair enough. That's kind of annoying. The seller left out a part of the address that I had on eBay already. So I had to go back to the seller yet again. Now, bear in mind this time I've been trying to contact the seller and like in between all this, and it went like a complete week and a bit of just complete silence. And just for proof and everything like that, like I'm gonna blank out my name because I'm not leaving my name in there. But as we can see, the delivery address for the package, it had Northern Card Gaming, the address and whatever. And if you guys actually want to go to Northern Card Gaming, if you're from Ireland or the UK or Northern Ireland, go and check them out. They're actually really great guys. So it had that was the delivery address right there. It had Northern Card Gaming. I put it on it. I was like, if this package had that on it, wouldn't have been an issue, would have been fine. So then yeah, I just kind of waited a couple of days. I gave the seller a good lot of time. I was like, well, it doesn't normally take long from UK to UK postage, but I'll give them a little bit extra time. The seller just might be a little bit busy, but they'll get the package and they'll give me the refund. It'll be cool. It'll be sweet, no worries. Yeah, right. So then it comes to August 9th, almost a full month after not receiving my package from eBay, from the seller, I escalate my claim. Now, but the greatest thing about this, it has the money back guarantee. It has the eBay money back guarantee. So no matter what, I am getting my money back, right? Right? eBay, I'm getting my money back. It's a guarantee, I didn't get the item. I get my money back. eBay, right? Wrong! Yeah, after all that time, I do the claim, I do everything, I'll show you guys, and it comes back, and eBay is like, after reviewing all the details of this request, we determined that you won't receive a refund. Cool. So, what do I do? I put in all the stuff, I put in all the details, I tell them that the seller's not responding to me. I don't have the item. You can see from the tracking that the item has never gone to its final destination, and you're just not giving me a refund, even though there's proof that the item's being sent back to the seller. And here it is. This is a doozy. This is great. This is like I'm sitting here like I can't get over this. And obviously, thank you for contacting us about your item not received case for the blah blah blah. I'm really sorry to hear that you haven't received the item, and the Royal Mail advised this item was returned to the seller. I really appreciate the effort you have put in to resolve this in your transaction. Here is the resolution for you. I checked the tracking information. I can see that the courier attempted the delivery every time a buyer claims they did not receive the item. We refer to tracking details given. In your case, your item was sent via Royal Mail, and tracking details show an attempted delivery. As you've escalated the case to eBay for now, based on the tracking, case is closed without refund. However, there is nothing to worry about. However, there's nothing to worry? First of all, I don't have my item. Secondly, the item's going back to the seller. Thirdly, the seller's not responding to my messages. And fourth, I don't have my money. So what do you mean there's nothing to worry about? You're not. And I love how it says here, it's just like, where does it say there? We refer to tracking details given. In your case, your item was sent via Royal Mail and tracking details shows an attempted delivery. But you see up here, the Royal Mail advised the item was returned to the seller. So you're saying like, oh, well, the attempted delivery, attempted is pretty much as good as you get in the delivery. So you don't get a refund. Please feel free to keep in contact with your seller regarding the redelivery of this item or attempt to arrange a refund directly from them. Now, this seller, again, not responding to me, who's going to say, if eBay has closed my case saying that, no, they're not going to give me a refund because, I don't know, tracking? They didn't really give it a good excuse, they just said tracking. Why would the seller actually bother and give me a refund unless they're just a really good person, which you can't expect? Unfortunately, I got an absolute jackass of a seller, so here we are. We've closed the case, but we've seen from our experience that an honest and full communication within trading partners can solve any issue. eBay, Like, this is money back guarantee as well. Don't forget this, folks. This is eBay stamp of approval, money back guarantee. I'm actually getting like really red and getting really frustrated because this is bringing up. Oh. In future transactions, once you purchase an item from eBay, please check the tracking for the item from your purchase history to know the status of the delivery, so that you never miss out on a delivery attempt. In the meantime, I'm going to close this contact as resolved. And there we go. Like, they're just completely ignoring the fact that the seller left out a part of the address, so when Royal Mail went to deliver the package, they didn't know where to deliver from. They're trying to say this is my fault that I missed the delivery attempt. However, the seller forgot to put a line of the address on the item. So, like, how is this my fault? So then, obviously, I go to message the seller again, who hasn't been responding to me. I'm like, I don't know what else to do here. I said, hi, it's almost been a week and I still not received a refund or any message back from you. Please, can you get in contact and give me a refund for this item? If you have any doubt that I'm not telling the truth, get in contact with Royal Mail. I'll wait another few days for a response before I go further with this. Now, this was a blind buff on my part because I've already logged the case and the case has already been closed. I'm like, oh, shit. But anyways, like I'm just like if you're an honest seller and if you actually haven't got the package right now and you're still saying the package is coming, well then you could have just called the postal service that you used and just, you know, guarantee everything. Like, you know, they'll tell you the truth. He says, hi, I have not received any return on the item, unfortunately. I appreciate your frustrations, but there is not much I can do until I receive it. And I was like, again, you can just call Royal Mail, you know, easy, just give them a call. I can attach a photo of the person who's dealt with this and yada yada yada. And I said, I also messaged about this last week in order to get a response. I had a response. I had to do all this, which is extremely frustrating. Yeah, I completely get that. Sorry you had to go all through this. If it has been sent back, hopefully it will turn up and I will send the refund. It just seems very suspicious that you keep ignoring the fact that you can just simply call the postage service you used. You know, just call them. Like, use the tracking number you provided to confirm all this instead of holding on to my money. After all, it was your mistake that has led to this by leaving off part of my postage address. This is extremely unprofessional as a seller, which at this point I think it is, because you're still holding on to my money. You're the one who made the mistake, and now you're just saying that you never got the item back after weeks and weeks. So it's kind of like, it's very suspicious. He goes, then, it's not my mistake. I put the address on, but I put the address you put on eBay, which was wrong. Yeah, no, so like the delivery address that I put on was wrong. The one that I did, yeah, the one that that's in eBay that tells me right there that it shows that it is the delivery address that he would have gotten is wrong, even though it's not. He just forgot to put in Northern Card Gaming and just put in 142 Francis Street and forgot this whole part here, so they didn't know where to deliver the postage item. And then he goes on to say, eBay have closed the case, so I'm being generous, saying I will wait for the item to hurry up. I got pissed. When he said I'm being generous, I seen red. Like, I actually seen red, and I was like, oh no you didn't. So then I attached a photo and everything and showed them the address and yada 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 and showed them everything and talked to them about everything. So then he just comes back after all that again and says, the address I put on the package was correct. I have fulfilled what I had to do as a seller, so feel I don't need to offer a refund. So now he's coming around and says that he's just not going to offer a refund. So everything that he has done so far has been correct, which is not. Even though if he has the package, he's just not going to offer a refund. So obviously the seller, or the scammer as you want to call them, actually I do believe actually had intentions to send out the package. I think they did send out the package. And again, yeah, they did actually leave off the name of the card shop, which then when the postal service came to deliver it, they didn't know where to deliver it. They tried to send it back, and I believe that the seller actually got the return package and just decided to keep it. And that's the straight up truth. Like, he decided to keep it, and I was like, well, this is 100% the truth. He's not going to offer me a refund. He's not going to offer me, and eBay has completely shafted me. Again, let's shout out, woo, money back guarantee. You know, you gotta love that. So then I'm like, well, frick, I'm down like 180 like US dollars-ish. However, the savior of the story comes in, and that is, of course, PayPal. Now, shout out to PayPal, and this is not even a sponsor segment or anything like that, but like, I have been scammed twice. This is my second time being scammed off eBay, and I have done all my purchases through PayPal, every single one of them, and the 2 times now that I've got scammed, PayPal has come through for me, and I can't thank them enough. So on the very next day, I went to PayPal, and if you don't know, PayPal has a resolution center that you can go and yeah, you can dispute cases and payments that you've made in between a certain time. So August 10th, after getting rejected by eBay and the seller telling me that no matter what, he's not going to give me a refund, I went to PayPal and I was like, PayPal resolution center, can you help me out? So I wrote to PayPal. I said the seller didn't write my full postal address on the package, so when Royal Mail tried to deliver the package, they didn't know what building to deliver it to. So they took the item away and sent it back to the seller. I contacted the seller advising this, but they said they never received the item back and won't refund me. I advised that they can call Royal Mail to confirm this, but they just ignored that. I then checked their eBay page. Now this is actually very important, because after I got rejected and everything like that, I was just like viciously just angry, and I just went onto his eBay page, and oh and below, there was the item that I bought back up on sale on his eBay page. The dude put the item back up on sale on his eBay, so I was like ah! So there it was. Immediately started screenshotting the shit out of it. I screenshotted it. And then this was, I think, what obviously just helped me in the end up then. The sellers, the scammers, I'm calling him a scammer now because he is. The scammer's own mistake was his downfall. So I then checked their eBay page and they had the item listed for sale again. So they did have the item. It's the exact same item listing and photos. I asked eBay to help with the money back guarantee, but then they rejected it. Please, can you help me get my money back from the scammer? You know, I'm just like trying to be human with them. I was like, please, please, can you do this, please? So then there is the screenshot there itself of it actually being back up on sale on his page. It was actually ridiculous. I was so annoyed. But again, like I said, I screenshotted it and I attached it to some of the photos. So anyways, then yeah, I left it in PayPal's hands and I was hoping that PayPal would get me some justice over this stupid scammer who screwed me out of my money. And yeah, so as you can see there, I opened the case on the 10th of August. And actually, I didn't receive anything really back until the 24th of September. So bear in mind that I actually bought this item on the 14th of July. So this has gone on for so long at this stage. But they ended up giving me my refund. So that's it. That's how eBay helped a scammer scam me out of my money. And if it wasn't for PayPal, I would still be out of that money right at this moment. I'm not going to blur the seller's name or anything like that. Like, it's kind of good that it's out there because you can see everything's transparent there. That's all, everything that I have. But yeah, like eBay really needs to get their act together, because like that is absolutely, like, how can you just turn around and say you're going to refuse a refund based on like a tracking number, which the details are all there, and you know, you didn't, it's not like you just looked up the tracking number and went, nah, that's it. You didn't read anything, you didn't do anything, you just said, nah, we're not going to go through this. And you know, if, like I said, if it wasn't for PayPal, I would have been out that much money. But yeah, moral of the story, always use PayPal when you're buying stuff, no matter what. If you don't even have a PayPal account, go and create one and just use PayPal every single time that you do a purchase. It does save you money. At this stage, PayPal saved me like €500 on the scammers that were to scam me out of that money. But yeah, that's the kind of story. Screw you, eBay. Shout out to you, PayPal. And yeah, if you have any questions, leave me know in the comment section down below, and we'll chat to you guys later on. Peace.